Yeah, I'm buzzing to be back, to be fair. Enjoyed the old Wembley sort of stuff, but you know, I lost at the end of the day, and that doesn't sit nice with me, do you know what I mean? And people say, yeah, but you fought at this and you fought that, but I'd rather just win and fight at a town hall or something, do you know what I mean? So, the hunger's there, man, the hunger's there. I'm going to show everyone I've got plenty left in the tank, and I think obviously the good opponent for that. He brings views, he's entertaining. I think he's a bit mad, to be honest, but he's. I think it'll make for a fun fight.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be the Tyler Denny way without a few ups and downs. I mean, you've been on this great run. What are the remaining ambitions and hunger? Is there still more to achieve, or is it all just? It's a funny way to have fun, but I always get the impression, you know, it is about having fun with you and you enjoy your craft.
Yeah, I think both really, because I never really had any goals when I started off, so I've exceeded all the expectations, but I've done that probably a while back, and so the hunger's still there. You know what I mean, people were saying I wouldn't win a Midlands title, and I won that, so the English had no chance, and then European, so, but I just feel like I'm still getting better and better, and you know, fair play to Ramsey, he's better than me on the night, and hopefully he's on England's world titles and stuff, but there's plenty left for me.
Great to have you back. As we said at the start, Tyler Denny takes on Elvis Ahorga. I'm going to come to the other side of the team now, Sam Eggington. Great to have you. That doesn't feel like it wouldn't be right if we were in a Birmingham show without you. And also the headline is kind of a dream for the headline writers. So the Savage takes on Chaos in Lee Cutler. I think the fans and the broadcasters are winning with this one because you both bring a lot of violence and a lot of action.
Yeah, from what I've heard, like I say, it's no secret I don't really watch too much boxing, so I've never really watched Cutler box. I saw bits of him on the same show the other year, but from what the coach have told me, you know, he likes to come forward, he likes to throw shots, and you know, we'll meet there and we'll see how it ends.
It's almost impossible to think that you would ever be in a bad fight, always in a good fight. If I could say on our behalf, he's a lot like you. You know, he brings the heat, brings the action. It's a similar sort of questions that I asked Tyler Denny. You've achieved so much. What are the remaining hopes and ambitions, starting with Lee Cutler, who you will hope and want to get past?
Look, people asking me this, what's the ambitions? I enjoy my job, it's that simple. Do you know what I mean? Like I say, I don't watch much boxing, but I enjoy my boxing. So when I'm training, I'm boxing. I love what I do, and so the ambition is to keep a job that you want to do. Like you say, you enjoy your job, you don't work a day in your life, and that's me. The bouts are great with it. You know, you get paid well, and you know, all this stuff's great. But I enjoy boxing. You know, I enjoy my job, and the ambition is to carry on doing that at a high level.
And doing that at home as well is just a little added motivation.
Yeah, a little added bonus. Like I say, I think again, it's no secret. I don't mind travelling. I'll box anywhere against anyone on anyone's show. But you know, travel is, you know, land in Birmingham. It's a bonus.
Yeah, well, it's always great to have you on the card. There's a nice story here, if you don't mind me telling it, Lee Cutler. So, before you would even turn pro, you went as a paying fan to watch David Hay Tony Bellew at the O2, which featured Sam Eggington on the undercard against Paulie Malignaggi. And then you sort of said, you know, who knew?
It seems like yesterday that I actually boxed amateur the night before in a little sports hall, and then my mate's got a train up to London to watch at the O2. And then Sam Eggington absolutely punched the hell out of Paulie Malignaggi, who's a big name in boxing. And it's weird how life works out. And now I'm here fighting him. It's an honour to be here and fighting on this sort of stage. And I can't wait to show what I'm made of again.
Did you win the amateur fight the night before?
I didn't actually.
It was a 50-50 chance.
Yeah, it was a 50-50 chance. It was for the English title at the time, and they done this. And I thought I wanted to be fair.
Got robbed, didn't you?
That's amateur boxing.
I
got robbed. Yeah, I had him down 3 times. Got stopped, but he still won.
I feel like not a resurgence is the wrong word actually, but you are riding the crest of the wave at the moment. You sort of stepped in there against Stephen McKenna and felt the wrath of the verbal battle beforehand, and not a self-doubt or doubts from outside, but you went in as an underdog. So to do what you did and perform like you did must have been very, very welcome.
Yeah, a lot of people doubted me. Me, my coach, and my team know what we do in the gym. I'm in a part of the best stable in the country now, the McGuigan gym, under Josh Pritchard, and I'm just improving all the time. Every spar I'm getting better and better. And I just can't wait to keep showing it against Sam Eggington. Is my biggest name on my record now, or will be. So yeah, and then from there, hopefully go on and not looking past Sam, but hopefully go on and headline down in Bournemouth. That's my ultimate goal. But I need to get through Sam before I can do that.
And how do you go about doing that? I mean, say this with all the respect. With Sam, we've all seen it. You know exactly what you're going to get. If you're not on it, or you're not at the races,
In the phone box.
Yeah, well, that's what we're hoping for. Is that a reality?
Yeah, in the phone box. That's what we've been working on, and we want to keep improving and entertaining the fans. But before I stop, I just want to say a good mate of mine lost his life, John Cooney, recently. He went to school down in Bournemouth, but moved over to Ireland to box, and sadly lost his life. Just goes to show how hard our sport is at times. So yeah, thoughts with the family.
Yeah, very well said. I think we will share those sentiments and condolences to everybody involved. Can I just ask you to address each other just briefly? I know you haven't watched the box, but hearing what he's saying there, it's a phone box type fight. This is the easiest question I've ever asked. That's the sort of fight you welcome, isn't it?
Yeah, phone type fight is it's meat and drink. I'll take that every day, twice on Sunday. So people say a lot of shit at these press conferences, whether it's true or not we'll see, but again, I've got no bad word to say against him. I just think it's a fight, and we're both left to win.
Yeah, and presumably you echo that as well.
The same. I've got massive respect for Sam. He seems like a good guy, but it's just a shame. April 20th, we've got to go at it, and there's always going to be one winner, and that's me.
Okay, well that brings us on to our main event. Apologies for any language there. Here we go. This is it. Ben, I'll ask you just to set this one up briefly. Ben Shalom, that is, I'll ask you to set this one up briefly. Probably a lot of time spent around the negotiating table. A lot has been said on both sides. To get it over the line, it's probably the hard bit. The easy bit now is listening to these two go about their promotion.
Yeah, look, it's been a long 2-3 months trying to get this over the line. I think, in fairness, both fighters wanted it. In the end, both teams wanted it, and it happens. And look, everyone knows what happened on October 12th. It was one of the biggest stories of the night. It was one of the biggest stories of the year. But to see it turned around this quickly, I think both fighters deserve a lot of credit. I think the fans demanded this fight, and we had to deliver for the fans. And so to have this fight now landing in Birmingham on April 20th is just mouth-watering. It's the narrative, the history, the background. But for me, one of the biggest stars in British boxing put to the test. And yeah, it's a major night. Both guys have absolutely everything on the line.
I will start with Ben Whittaker, if you don't mind, Liam. I don't think you want to. You don't perhaps mind me.
He's got a lot of answers. He's got a lot of answers to give. He's been quiet for 3 months, so I'm done with talking. I've pushed for this fight, so let's hear it. He's acting casual with his pastor, but he's shitting himself.
I will need you to say a little bit more later on, but yeah, sorry for interrupting your lunch, Ben. Where do you want to start? There's been a little bit of heat on you, is an understatement. I don't think it's an understatement to say that was probably one of the most talked about, controversial, bizarre moments we've seen in recent years in a boxing ring that you were part of. Did you feel that you had to take this fight to clean the slate, to answer those questions?
Like I said on the stage with Johnny, I had a lot of options. There were a lot of people I could have picked, but it was the right option for me. It's the fight I wanted, the fight that the fans wanted. And like I said, after I win, I'll move on.
Do you feel that you have got a point to prove?
Not to nobody. I like to just prove points to myself, and how good of a boxer I am, and that was shown.
I've already asked this on Sky Sports News, but for the benefit of the press conference, I do have to ask it. I don't think people that have been there or haven't been there, in my case, have the right to ask it, but a lot of people will want to know the answer. The nature of the injury, did you quit, could you have continued? That is the number one question I've seen on social media that's been put to you.
Yeah, man, I quit, threw myself over the ropes.
Told you.
And, I went for the WWE type of move, Rey Mysterio, but it backfired. But at the end of the day, April the 20th, we can right that wrong.
What are your feelings towards him now you've shared the ring with him?
To me, there's no animosity there. At the end of the day, it's just another fight. I've had rematches in the amateurs, I've had trilogies in the amateurs. It's just another fight. I say he's more emotionally attached to it than I am.
I'm definitely
Which he
not.
should be. Which he should be at the end of the day. It's gave him this new fame. It's gave him his new followers. Under that bucket hat, it's gave him a new hairline as well.
Been watching those. Why
So,
don't you not follow me back?
all I can say is, I truly believe 20th of April was the day it was written. You know, I'm a big follower of Jesus Christ. That's the day he risen, and that's the day I win and move on.
There was, I suppose, two ways to deal with the backlash. One of them was to come out swinging and to say your piece, and the other way was to keep quiet and keep your counsel. You chose option two. Why was that?
For me, what's it to talk about? Everybody saw it. Everybody saw what happened. And we're back now. For me, it was a great time. I didn't have to post nothing. I didn't have to talk. I could just go to the gym and train hard. And for me, it was amazing. That's what got me to the Olympics. That's what got me talked about. It's just being Ben Whittaker, and you'll see it again.
There's a lot of talk about, you know, what Ben Whittaker didn't do, but Liam's already said to us off camera, I'm sure he's going to say it now, you know, that doesn't really give credit for what he did in the fight. But at the same time, were you having an off night? Was it a bad night at the office for you? Is that a one-off? Can you right the wrongs and be better?
This is how I see it. He turned up his best. I turned up my worst, and he still really couldn't do much. The highlight of the fight is I flew
Probably
over
knows
the
3
ropes.
weeks before the fight.
That's amazing news. I hope it's better now.
Yeah, but you noticed it because
The
you
thing
call me
is,
big
like,
nose.
why when I talk, everybody's gonna start butting in. I'm gonna let you have your
Yeah,
piece.
but
I'm gonna sit back in your chair and relax, man. So back to what he was saying. At the end of the day, he turned up his best, and that's the point. That's the point of it. He turned up his best. I turned up my worst, and it looked like two kids just come out of Weatherspoons, drunk, swinging. That's all it was. When I turned up April the 20th, we'll share a burger or something after I win.
But what you go in on, what fight in the pros are you gonna go on to that? Like, what you're gonna turn up, what you're
April
showing
the
us?
20th, that one.
That one.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I like this Ben Whittaker though. He's not biting. I'm trying to dig him out, but he's not biting. He's learning. He's
Oh, well, I'm biting my meal that you interrupted. You know, I'll get back to you.
Do you believe that you have humbled him a little
Yeah,
bit?
listen, I wish him all the best. It's nothing personal. I've had a lot out of Ben. Got a new career, new airline, new sponsors. I'm buzzing, I'm living life. Look at me there. Should be Cameron Whittaker, but yes, thank you for everyone who's supporting me. It means the world to me. I'm going to finish the job, I promise you.
I asked Ben the difficult question, so I'm going to ask you the difficult question. It was very clear on the audio that certain members of your team felt that he could have carried on. What was your take in that moment?
He said, the ref went, can you carry on? We sat, we were laid down and doing that. I can't continue. Me, I got up, didn't I? I got up, ready to fight, but we put it all to bed. We put it all to bed. We'll have a black coffee together after.
I don't like coffee.
But,
We'll go for a hot chocolate or something.
definitely.
Was it what Ben said, the best Liam Cameron against the worst Ben Whittaker? Do you pay any lip service to that? Can you be better?
Yeah, definitely. I've just come back on that, so I was finding myself again, getting better and better. I knew this fight was going to happen. I stayed in the gym over Christmas.
Sorry to butt in, so you say you knew it was going to happen. You did think that
Yeah,
he would take it?
I knew we were going to have to take it because I get told, yeah, it's public demand, blah, blah, this, stay in gym. So we've been working on Ben. We've been working on different things. All I've got to do is do the basic, rough him up, swing big bombs, hit him a ties the back end. He did like that last time. He's got a lot to prove to the world, to his subscribers. So the pressure's on him. I'm not bothered. Win, lose or draw, I'll just do my best. And that will be enough.
But you want to win?
100%. Goes to the anyway.
You were talking to him during the fight, so now the chance to sort of tell us what were you saying to him in that moment?
Can you swear on this? Yeah.
I would rather you didn't. I mean, you have already, but it gets me a little.
I swore.
It gets me a tiny little bit of hot water. I mean, I think I can apologise, and we know that emotions are running high. So if you could say it without saying it.
I'll probably call him a pussycat, can't punch. Just about what I did notice, they were very tired from third round, so we're saying, you know, it's 8 rounds left. That didn't match that.
Yeah, it was the end of the fifth. The bell rang for the fifth, didn't it? May I ask you, had that incident not happened, and we're talking hypotheticals, it's to both of you, do you feel that you would have gone on to win the fight? Do you believe that you would have gone on to win the fight? Ben Whittaker, both of you. You go first.
I don't think Ben would have got through it if it was so long. Other man, me trying to punch it. Because from I know I talked about Lyndon, I put it on him from the off. With Ben, I thought I'll lean into it a bit. So we're going to do it as the rounds went on, bit by bit. You saw me turning the screw. That weren't 100% at that stage, like about 60.
What would you say to that? Had that incident not happened, how would the rest of the fight panned out in your eyes?
All should have, could have won really. I put the 20th. That's what all matters really. I'll win there. And you can go back and watch that fight on replay and say, shoulda, woulda, coulda, if I did this, if I turned the screw, turn them screws from round one, we'll see.
Interestingly, people will put pressure on you, but realistically, you can ill afford not to win this fight if you want to get to where a lot of people thought you were going to get, where you want to get to yourself. Does that add an extra pressure? Every fight is must win, I suppose, when you're Ben Whittaker. But the fact that you've had this draw, is this must win now?
For me, there's no pressure, if I'm really honest. I've been in situations with a lot more pressure. And he said it in his own words, win, lose or draw. There's no win, lose or draw, it's just win. That's it. Win and move on.
What happened on the night? Because one of the things that got a lot of people talking, you got a lot of criticism and heat in the fights you've had previously for showboating, being disrespectful, and you sort of built a fan base of lovers and haters based on that. And then on the night against Liam Cameron, people were saying, where's that Ben Whittaker gone? Ironically, it was a complete turnaround. Where was the showboating? Where was the flash?
I don't know, man. Maybe we'll bring it on the next one. I'll try and something different, maybe. Who knows? But we'll see.
Would you concede that you got drawn into boxing the wrong fight? Boxing his sort of fight?
Yeah, you could say that. You could say that, but even when I was there, he didn't really do nothing. You know what I mean? He was just holding me, trying to, I don't know what he was trying to do, to be honest, trying to grope me and stuff.
I was holding.
He was groping
like
me
that
and
on
rubbing
ropes.
up on me. He was like he was a distant lover or something, man.
Well, should we address the incident? I mean, did you pull him over the ropes? Did you push him over
Of
the
course
ropes?
he pulled me over. His head went back before his back.
So I put myself in a position where I could really truly injure myself because you're in the opposite corner.
What is it, your
Yeah,
neck
man.
or
We've
what
been
is it?
playing fight night, man.
Ben, sure. What is it, the neck or the ankle? 'Cause
It's
you're
my whole
both
body.
in
It's my
mixed
whole body,
stories,
man.
you know that.
Spinal, like Mike Tyson said. You know what I mean?
1 minute.
The main thing is he's still gone on about this first fight. This first fight, like I said, fair play. I've got no animosity. He's built your career. But 20th of April, it's Judgment Day, man. It's the day it was written. It is what it is. So just get your little podcast in now, do your little interviews, make a little bit of quids. Because sadly it comes to me, but he said I wish like
You
this.
said all this last night. I can't just take this
You know,
serious.
because
I'm like
I don't
laughing.
think we fought before, so I don't think I could say that.
You know, you said you were going to
Did I?
this
Okay,
okay.
okay.
We're going to eat the pasta. It's good.
Okay, it's lovely. I'll give you some, but right, you might burn the fork with your hot breath.
Eat the pasta.
Well, unless anybody has anything else they want to say, I will just invite you to give your predictions now.
I just want to see the new hairline that I brought in, man. Take that bucket
I
off.
can't imitate like
Come on,
not
man.
live
Let
on
the
Sky
people know
Sports.
what the doctor is in the shop. Whoa.
Cheers, Ben. Cheers, thank you. Can we have a round of
And the
applause
bleach
for
striped
Ben?
pajamas, man. I'm biting Shmuel next.
Prediction time. Yeah, I'll invite you to say it to each other. Ben Whittaker to Liam Cameron. What happens Easter Sunday?
The whole day, I'll wake up.
I mean, you can tell me this. I'm more focused on the fight itself, but whatever you want to
I
do.
wake up, you know, I usually go for a wee and a number two. I'll probably do that, get myself comfortable, have a nice shower, brush my teeth, go downstairs, breakfast will be made for me. Go upstairs, watch a bit of anime, maybe put on the PlayStation, go back down, have another meal, chill out, have a laugh. Ooh, like catch up on EastEnders because I'll probably have missed it with the 5 weeks. So catch up on my EastEnders, have a little cup of tea, some digestives, make my way to the arena, do what I've got to do, beat him up, have a laugh, leave, and I'll meet him in Five Guys, man. It's all written there for you.
So I'll probably rephrase it for you. Once the first bell rings and the lights come down, and it's
Here and number two and all this.
at these press conferences, you kind of think like, you know, you can't have too much information. But I'll rephrase it. When the first bell rings, what will be your prediction? What happens this time round?
I've done enough talking, I'm sick of it now. Hopefully I can just flatten him in the first round and that's it. Then move on, honestly.
Can you be flattened in the first round?
Time will tell us about it.
There you go. Well, thank you very much for coming out today, everybody. I'm sure there'll be opportunities now for more questions. Unfortunately, we might do a little bit more talking, Liam Cameron. Ben, unless you have unless you have anything to add, we'll wrap this up and we will do head-to-heads and everyone will be available for one-on-ones.